Hi guys! So, funny story. I got home last night from work to 2 packages, which I had ordered some packages online and knew they were coming in, so I was expecting packages. But one of the packages that I opened was not something I ordered, and I had no clue where it came from. All it said was, "Enjoy, Tina." I don't know who Tina is. And basically when I opened it, it was bead soup. I've gone through and I've organized it all because I wanted to see what was there. And there are some nice stuff in here. So whoever Tina is, thank you so much for this mysterious package. I was so floored when I got it. I should have recorded it when I first opened it because you should have seen my reactions. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Because I've never gotten anything from anybody before, so that was an amazing experience. Me and Wendy Whitman did an exchange, but nobody's ever sent me free beads, so that was totally awesome. And I went ahead and I went in and I organized all of it. In fact, my significant other actually helped me because my neck was killing me after a little while, because it really was one big package of bead soup. But there was a lot of really nice stuff in it. So I was so super excited. There's a ton of pearls. And so I thought I would jump on here and I would show you my mysterious package that I'm so grateful for to whoever Tina is. And I guess they must have seen my address in one of the previous videos, because I know I had a couple of videos where my address was shown. And someone had commented that I should probably cover my address up so nobody knows. Although I really don't mind if people know my address. But, so I just wanted to show you what I got. And this was totally awesome. I was so super excited. So I'm going to dump this out. This is what it came in. This is how it came. And like I say, it just says, "Enjoy, Tina." So, I had no clue what it was. So I'm going to dump this out and I'll show you guys what I got. Whoops. Okay. So, first and foremost, I got pearls. Like, all of this was together pretty much, except a few of them. But I got a ton of pearls in this bead soup. So these are 8mm pearls, and I haven't sorted them by color or anything yet. I just sorted them by size so far. But they're nice pearls. They're not the best quality out there, but they're glass, and they were dyed on a string, a plastic string, like you would get from the dollar bead store, or bead box bargains, or at Hobby Lobby and whatever like that. So I got a ton of pearls. I don't know how many are here, but there's just a handful of them, and they're so pretty. So grateful to have those. And like I say, it took me hours last night to sort all of it. I was at it for like 3 hours. But that's a bag of 8mm pearls that I got. And then, if you will close back up, I would appreciate it. And then I got this of 6mm pearls. So, still, I didn't sort them by color yet, like say, but I might go back and do that too. But even just using them like this on something, they're so pretty. There's so many beautiful colors in here. So that was the 6mm one, and the bags are pretty dang full. Actually, let me get some air out of this one. So, 6 and 8mm pearls. Then, let me find, this were the 4mm pearls. There wasn't very many of those in there, but this was what the 4mm pearls were. Then I did have some still cheap stuff that was bead soup that I decided I was going to donate to my client that I do jewelry with. I'm going to put this in a bag and take it to her house, and she can make stuff for her friends with it. So that's these. And basically these are the pearls that are just plastic. So, or some that were a little torn up, and some unmatchy seed beads and stuff. So I was going to send that to her. I have a specific bag for her house. These were some seed beads in a like purple iris color, and I really thought they were cute. They're not uniform, so they're not the good ones. but they were still very cute. Then these are some acrylic saucer beads, which I actually had some of these previously in blue from a set of acrylic beads I got. And they're really pretty, even though they're acrylic and you can totally tell they're fake. They're still really shiny and pretty. So I put all those together. Then there was 2 bags of these little bitty 11O seed beads that are the mismatchy seed beads. And these are great for when you're just doing like multi-strand stringy bracelets or necklaces or whatever. So I have some of these and I'm going to add these to them. And then in the in the bead soup, I found all of these crystal rondelles. Aren't they beautiful? They're so beautiful. And there was a ton of them. So I sorted it all and I found all of these. And this is probably 2 or 3 strands worth of crystal rondelles. So that was awesome. And these are actual glass, I can tell. And let me get that one. So there's those. Then there was this bead soup mix, which I did not sort yet, but basically it's a couple of metal bead caps, a couple of glass rondelles, and some rose quartz gemstone beads in there. So, whoops, I got out of frame, sorry. So those are very pretty. And then these are some brown glass seed beads that I found. Then these were like a topaz lined with green seed beads. So those were very pretty. These were like an iridescent seed bead. And like I say, none of these seed beads are uniform, but they have their purpose. Spacers and strings of seed beads and such. Okay, and here's a green seed bead in emerald green that has that like squared center that's lined with metal. So I don't think I have any of these. Okay, and then there were these little red bugles that are teeny tiny. And then this was all the long bugles that was in the bead. I just mixed these together. Some of them are metal, some of them are black, some of them are iridescent, some are green. Okay, and these were one of my favorite seed beads that I found. They were like a champagne lined with a sky blue. So they were so pretty. And even though there wasn't a lot of them, I really wanted to save them so I could use them as a spacer in something. Then this was the seed bead soup. They're just larger seed beads that don't match. Then there's some silver line seed bead soup. And then they're in the 11 size. And then there are some of those little bugle beads that are tiny but in all different colors, iridescent colors. So there's some of those. These are square seed beads, and some of them are lined in green and some are lined in yellow. And I don't have any of those either, so that was interesting. These were some garnet colored seed beads, and I am not sure if these are acrylic or if they're glass, because they did get cold, but glass can get cold too. And then acrylic can get cold too, sorry. So there's those. Then there's these shiny purple ones, iridescent shiny purples, and I thought they were so pretty too, so I kept those. Then there were some iridescent reds, so kept those. Then there were this pink. It's lined with pink. It's a clear lined with pink, and I thought that was super pretty, so I kept those, or I sorted those separate. And then here were all the metal components that I found. There's some daisy spacers in gold, and some other, they almost look like daisy spacers too, but they're in silver. but they're a thicker one. Okay. And then, to get to the really good stuff, there were these beads. These are 2-hole check beads in blue iris. And they have their 2 holes. There was only 6 beads, but I could probably do something with that. So super happy to have those. Then there were these shell beads with peacock feathers on them. This one's broken. Oh, whoops, sorry. This one's broken. But, so I'll probably have to toss that one. But they're so pretty. So there's those. Then there was this bag of clear sea beads, which it says it came from Bead Crate, which if they did, then they're Toho 11O clears. So I didn't look at them too closely, but just at glance they look pretty uniform. So I would say those probably are Tohos. Okay, then there was these petal beads, and we had got these in one of our Bargain Bead Box subscriptions, one of our months, and then I had actually bought 1 or 2 myself, but I had only got 1 or 2 because they sold out pretty fast. And they're just little petal beads, and they're so pretty. So the back has AB coating on it, and the front has your little etchings for your leaf. So pretty. And I think there were 6 of those. Yep, 6. And I remember they came 6 in a package for 99 cents. So there's those. Then these are actually from Potomac Beads, and they are check daggers in blue swirl. They're so pretty. I have nothing like this in my stash, so I'm so happy to have these. So gorgeous. Those are absolutely beautiful. And actually, let me pop some out for you for a second, so you can look at them up close and personal. And just look at the lines in them. They're so pretty. Love them. Okay, and then there was this set of daggers here, and they're not labeled, but they look like the ones we had gotten from the dollar bead box at one point in time, and they are a antique gold color. So glad to have those. And this one is totally awesome. This is a tassel, a silk tassel, 90mm, and it's in morning turquoise. And it's so pretty. And I never shop at Potomac Beads because they're pretty expensive. So I was super psyched to have some of these things. Then we got these in the August box of Bargain Bead Box. It was the wings box, the golden wings, and we got these amethyst pendants, and I got another one in this set. I was so happy about this because I had gone online to get another one and they had none. So they never even listed these. I'm so excited to get this. This is amazing. So super happy to have that. And then this was just a bag full of some check glass beads. There was a yellow AB strand, which is probably jonquil, of teardrops, and I'm pretty positive these are check glass. So there were those. Then there were these fire polish in 6mm, and they're a bright sunny yellow, and I'm not normally a yellow, but this is a super pretty yellow. Really love that. It's almost gold. Okay, and then there were these yellow check glass drucks. Super pretty. And they are a 4mm. And then there was these olive check glass drucks, or a lime green. It depends on where you sit on that. Super pretty. So there was those. And then this was my bead soup of cool stuff I really wanted to keep. So, there's some seed beads, and these are some little pink beads, and I couldn't figure out what these were exactly, but they were pretty. Ah, I just dropped them on the floor. Dang it. Okay, well, I'll have to find those. Then there were these beads here, and they look like acrylic probably, but they're so pretty. Okay, then there's this little focal piece, and it's so pretty. It's a ceramic bead. Okay, then there's these 2 wooden discs, so that's great to have. This is also a ceramic bead, and there's a bigger one too, so super pretty. This was it's probably, it looks like a ceramic bead too, but it was very pretty. Then there were these like pearl looking type beads here, and I just loved the shine on them. Those almost, the holes almost make these look like Swarovski, and I don't know if they are or not, but they're beautiful. Then there was a bunch of these little sapphire blue glass beads. So they're all blue. Some of them looked a little black, but they're all blue, and they're sapphire colored. So those are pretty, and I bet those are all checked too. Then there was a couple of these flat disc beads, and they're glass, but I don't know what that color is exactly. Then there was this really cool spacer bar. It's for a multi-strand bracelet or necklace or whatever you want to do, but so pretty. Oh, and there was another ceramic beads. And then there were these little drops. They're very pretty. And I don't know what color that is, but very pretty. Here is a table cut bead that I know for a fact that we got in the $1 bead box subscription. So, because I have one. Then there's these, several of these shiny, or, well, these are iridescent white beads and they're glass. These 4 I think are gemstones, either shell or quartz. These 3 I think are shell, and this I think is quartz. Oh, and there was one more shiny one. Then there was, oh, and there was one more of those. These are little shell donuts. So those were really pretty. Then there were a couple of freshwater pearls in a lilac color. And this is a bunch of just little soup beads, basically. Wait. Oh, that's plastic. That can go in the to-go one. Oh, this was a little check glass flower. If I can get it to focus. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Super pretty little flower. Okay, so there's all of that. Here's another. This actually looks like lampwork glass. I bet that's a lampwork glass bead. So there's that one. And then just some other little pretties. There's this great big lampwork glass focal bead. So that's very pretty. Then there's this one. It has a 4-leaf clover on it. And there's just one of these ones. And then this came in the $1 bead box too. And this was a check glass button, or not button, bead. And I have one already too, so now I can make some earrings out of them. So that was everything pretty much. And then, like, say the bead soup to go to my other so I'm just kind of panning the camera to my client. I'm gonna let her use those for her friends. So that was everything. I loved everything I got. It took a long time to sort it, and I was going to do it on camera, but I don't know how to do that fast 40 mode on my editing, so I ended up just editing it, or I mean just doing it off camera and then put it in bags to show you guys. But I was so excited to get all this. This stuff is awesome. And whoever Tina is, thank you so much for sending me free stuff. I will definitely put it to good use, and the stuff that I can't use, I'm going to let my client give or make bracelets with and give to her friends. She loves to do that. So, thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. Anybody who has been with me for this whole journey, thank you so much. It's truly inspiring to have people follow what I do and watch my unboxings and my finished jewelry updates and everything else. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. If you don't like my channel, that's fine. Check out some other people. I am personally subscribed to a lot of jewelry makers. So, I mean, you can look on my channel as to who else I'm subscribed to, and there's some amazing people out there. That's how I got started too, because I saw some people doing that stuff, or doing unboxings and such, and I was just like, I really want to do that. And Wendy was actually the one who gave me the push to do it. She said, just do it. I kept coming up with excuses. I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have internet, blah blah blah. And she's like, just do it, everything will work out. I started out in my parents' basement, so I was like, okay. So I took the leap and I did one, and I'm so happy I did. I've had so much fun. And so, like, say, if my channel is not for you, that's fine. But if you did like this video, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications of when I upload stuff, and tell your friends and family. So thanks again, Tina, for this free set of beads. That was totally awesome. I never thought I would get free beads from somebody. So I was so humbled by that. That is amazing. So thank you so much. Bye, guys.